My dear students, now I'm going to start redox reactions lesson. In these redox reactions, we have oxidation, reduction, oxidizing agent, reducing agent, and what are redox reactions, types of redox reactions, and balancing of redox reactions. See, first, what is oxidation? What is oxidation? According to old concept, oxidation means addition of oxygen or more electronegative atom, or removal of hydrogen, or removal of more electropositive atom is called oxidation. Addition of oxygen or more electronegative atom oxidation means addition of oxygen or more electronegative atom or removal of hydrogen or more electropositive atom is called oxidation. According to old concept, oxidation means addition of oxygen or more electronegative atom or removal of hydrogen or more electropositive atom to a substance is called oxidation. Addition of oxygen or more electronegative atom or removal of hydrogen or more electropositive atom to a substance is called oxidation. Next, reduction means removal of oxygen or more electronegative atom or addition of hydrogen or more electropositive atom to a substance is called reduction. According to old concept, reduction means removal of oxygen or more electronegative atom or addition of hydrogen or more electropositive atom to a substance is called reduction. This is according to old concept. According to new concept, oxidation means loss of electrons. Loss of electrons is called oxidation. Loss of electrons is called oxidation. By loss of electrons, oxidation number increases. By loss of electrons, oxidation number increases. So loss of electrons or increasing of oxidation number. Increasing of oxidation number is called oxidation. Loss of electrons or increasing of oxidation number is called oxidation. This is according to modern concept. Or see, gain of electrons or decreasing of oxidation number is called reduction. This is according to old concept. According to modern concept, loss of electrons or increasing of oxidation number is called oxidation. Or gain of electrons or decreasing of oxidation number is called reduction. Simply remember like this: Leo roars grrr. Loss of electrons is oxidation. Gain of electrons is reduction. By loss of electrons, oxidation number increases. So increasing of oxidation number is also called oxidation. Gain of electrons is called reduction. By gain of electrons, oxidation number decreases. So decreasing of oxidation number is also called reduction. Oxidation is also called de-electronation. Oxidation is also called de-electronation. Oxidation is loss of electrons. So oxidation or de-electronation. Reduction is also called electronation. Oxidation or de-electronation, reduction or electronation. Next, oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent or oxidant. Oxidizing agent or oxidant means the substance which gains electrons is called oxidizing agent or oxidant. The substance which gains electrons, or the species which gains electrons is called oxidizing agent or oxidant. A reducing agent. Reducing agent or reductant. Reducing agent or reductant means the species which loses electrons. Oxidizing agent or oxidant means the species which gains electrons is called oxidizing agent or oxidant. Reducing agent or reductant means the species which loses electrons or which supplies electrons is called reducing agent or reductant. We know that in the periodic table, halogens are good oxidizing agents. In the periodic table, halogens are good oxidizing agents. In that halogens, fluorine is the best oxidizing agent. Fluorine is strongest oxidizing agent. And alkyl metals are good reducing agents. In the periodic table, halogens are good oxidizing agents. Alkyl metals are good reducing agents. Next, what is oxidation number? Oxidation number. The possible charge present on the atom is called oxidation number. The possible charge present on the atom is called oxidation number. This oxidation number may be positive, negative, 0 or fractional. Oxidation number may be positive, negative, 0 or fractional. If we take sodium chloride, in sodium chloride, oxidation number of chlorine is, oxidation number of sodium is +1, oxidation number of chlorine is -1. If we take O2, oxidation number of oxygen is 0. If we take N3H, N3H is called hydrozoic acid. In this hydrozoic acid, oxidation number of nitrogen is -1/3. Oxidation number may be positive, negative, 0 or fractional. Next, some hints to calculate oxidation number. Some hints to calculate oxidation number. See, first one, oxidation number of an element in its free state or uncombined state or in its elemental state is always 0. Oxidation number of an element in its free state or elemental state or in its uncombined state is always 0. If we take sodium, free sodium element is present. Oxidation number of sodium is 0. If we take magnesium, 0. If we take silver, 0. Oxidation number of an element in its free state or elemental state or uncombined state. If we take H2, O2, N2, O3, P4, S8. These are home atomic molecules. If we take hydrogen, hydrogen exists as H2 molecule. If we take oxygen, it exists as diatomic molecule O2. In all these also, oxidation number is 0. Next, second one, oxidation number of monoatomic ion is equal to its a charge. If we take Na plus, its oxidation number is +1. If we take Mg +2, its magnesium oxidation number is +2. If we take Cl -1, oxidation number of chlorine is -1. So oxidation number of monoatomic ion is equal to its charge. Next one. Sum of the oxidation numbers of all the elements in a neutral molecule is always 0. Sum of the oxidation numbers of all the atoms in neutral molecule is always 0. If we take sodium chloride, for sodium oxidation number is +1, for chlorine -1, +1 -1, 0. If we take magnesium oxide, Mg +2, O -2, +2 -2, 0. Sum of the oxidation numbers of all the elements in a neutral molecule is always 0. Sum of the oxidation numbers of all the elements in polyatomic ion is equal to its charge. Sum of the oxidation numbers of all the elements in polyatomic ions is equal to its charge. For example, if we take carbonate ion, CO3 -2, sum of the oxidation number of carbon plus 3 into oxidation number of oxygen is equal to -2. For carbon, oxidation number is +4, plus 3 oxygens are there, 3 into -2. Total this charge is -2. +4 -6 -2 is equal to -2. In polyatomic ions, sum of the oxidation numbers of all the elements is equal to its charge. Next one, for alkali metals means first A group elements. For alkali metals, oxidation number is always +1 in their compounds. For alkali metals, oxidation number is always +1 in their compounds. If we take sodium chloride, in sodium chloride, oxidation number of sodium is +1. If we take sodium oxide, in sodium oxide, oxidation number of sodium is +1. Not only for sodium, for all the alkali metals, oxidation number is always +1 in their compounds or when they combine with other elements. When they combine with other elements, alkali metals exhibit +1 oxidation state. For alkaline earth metals, oxidation number is +2 in their compounds. If we take free magnesium, its oxidation number is 0 only. But when magnesium combines with other elements, take MgCl2. In MgCl2, oxidation number of magnesium is +2. Oxidation number of alkaline earth metals is always +2 in their compounds. Or when alkaline earth metals combine with other elements, they exhibit +2 oxidation state. Next, oxidation number of hydrogen is +1. Generally, oxidation number of hydrogen is +1, but when it combines with the metals, it exhibits -1 oxidation number. In general, oxidation number of hydrogen is +1, but when it combines with metals, it exhibits -1 oxidation number, because when it combines with metals, it gains electrons. When hydrogen combines with metals, generally metals are less electronegative, or more electropositive. So when hydrogen combines with metals, hydrogen gains electrons. How many electrons it can gain? Only 1 electron. So -1. Next, oxidation number of oxygen is -2. Generally, oxidation number of oxygen is -2. But here some exceptions are there. In peroxides, its oxidation number is -1. Generally, oxidation number of oxygen is -2. Generally -2, but in peroxides -1. In superoxides -1/2. In fluorides +1 or +2. Generally -2, but when it combines, but in peroxides -1, in superoxides -1/2, in fluorides +1 or +2. in peroxides, Na2O2. In oxidation number of oxygen is -1. Superoxides, KO2. Here for potassium +1, for potassium +1. Then for two oxygens -1 means for each oxygen -1/2. KO2. KO2. In that KO2 for potassium +1. For potassium always +1. For two oxygens -1. For two oxygens -1 means for each oxygen -1/2. Next in fluorides. O2F2, dioxin difluoride. In the periodic table, fluorine is a highly electronegative element. Fluorine always exhibits -1 oxidation number. Fluorine always exhibits -1 oxidation number. So here O2F2 +2 -2. For two oxygens +2, then for each oxygen +1. So in O2O2, in O2F2 +1. In oxygen difluoride +2. Generally oxidation number of oxygen is -2, but in peroxides -1, in superoxides -1/2, in fluorides +1 or +2. So only with the fluorine oxygen exhibits positive oxidation states. Only with fluorine. In the periodic table, with how many elements oxygen exhibits positive oxidation number means only with fluorine, only with one element. Because when compared to oxygen, fluorine is more electronegative. That's why when it combines with fluorine, oxygen loses electrons. That's why it exhibits positive oxidation number. Next one, oxidation number of fluorine is always -1. Oxidation number of fluorine is always -1 when it combines with other elements. Oxidation number of fluorine is always -1 when it combines with other elements. What is the maximum oxidation number of fluorine? 0. If we take F2, in F2 0, in F2 0. What is the maximum oxidation number of fluorine means 0, not -1, because in F2 is diatomic molecule, 0. So fluorine never exhibits positive oxidation states. Next one, the maximum oxidation number of any element cannot exceed its group number. The maximum oxidation number of any element cannot exceed its group number. Suppose if we take H2SO4, sulfur belongs to, this sulfur belongs to 6A group, then its maximum oxidation number should be +6 only. Suppose if we calculate like this, 2 into +1, 2 hydrogens are there, 2 into +1, let oxidation number of sulfur is X, +4 into -2 is equal to 0. 2 plus X minus 6 is equal to 2 plus 6 minus 8 is equal to 0. Then X is equal to +6. This is correct. If we take H2SO5, H2SO4 is sulfuric acid. H2SO5 is peroxymonosulfuric acid. If we calculate like this, 2 into +1 plus X plus 5 into -2 is equal to 0. 2 plus X minus 10 is equal to 0. Then X is equal to +8. This is wrong. This is wrong because this sulfur belongs to 6A group. It belongs to 6A group means its maximum oxidation number should be +6 only. That means here total 5 oxygens are there. Na? In that 5, 4 are normal oxygens. Sorry, 3 are normal oxygens, but remaining 2 are peroxy oxygens. Total 5 oxygens are there. In that 5, 3 are normal oxygens, -2, but remaining 2 are peroxy oxygens. Already we have discussed that oxidation number of oxygen in peroxides is -1. So here 2 are peroxy oxygens. 2 into -1 is equal to 0. Then 2, let oxidation number of sulfur is X is equal to 0. 2 minus 6 minus 2 plus X is equal to 0. Then X is equal to +6. X is equal to +6. This +2 minus 2 will get cancelled. x minus 6 is equal to 0, then x is equal to plus 6. So this is correct. Next, what is redox reaction? What is redox reaction? Redox reaction means if the reaction contains both oxidation and reduction, that reaction is called redox reaction. If the reaction contains both oxidation and reduction, that reaction is called redox reaction. See, for example, sodium plus chlorine gives rise to sodium chloride. When sodium metal reacts with chlorine gas, sodium chloride is formed. Reactant site, oxidation number of sodium 0, for chlorine 0. In sodium chloride, oxidation number of sodium is plus 1, for chlorine minus 1. Here oxidation number of sodium increases from 0 to plus 1. Increasing of oxidation number is oxidation. Increasing of oxidation number is oxidation, or this is loss of electrons only. If sodium loses 1 electron, then Na plus is formed. This is oxidation. Next, 0 to minus 1, decreasing of oxidation number, or this is gain of electrons. So this is nothing but reduction. If the reaction contains both oxidation and reduction, that reaction is called redox reaction. Next, types of redox reactions. Types of redox reactions. See, first one, combination reactions. Combination reactions. General reaction, A plus B gives rise to AB. Sodium, same example we can give. Sodium plus chlorine gives rise to sodium chloride. This is combination reaction. Or we can write magnesium plus oxygen gives rise to magnesium oxides. These are the combination reactions. Next, second one, decomposition reactions. Decomposition reactions. Combination reactions, decomposition reactions. HCO gives rise to Hg plus O2. Decomposition reactions. Mercury oxide on heating undergoes decomposition and forms mercury plus oxygen. Here plus 2, minus 2, 0, 0, plus 2 to 0, decreasing of oxidation number. Decreasing of oxidation number. Reduction, minus 2 to 0, increasing of oxidation number. Oxidation, this is oxidation, this is reduction. Mercury oxidation number decreases from plus 2 to 0. Decreasing of oxidation number is called reduction. Oxygen oxidation number increases from minus 2 to 0. Increasing of oxidation number is called oxidation. So this is decomposition reaction. But all decomposition reactions are not redox reactions. All the decomposition reactions are not redox reactions. If we take calcium carbonate on heating forms calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. In calcium carbonate, oxidation number of calcium is plus 2, for carbon plus 4, for oxygen minus 2. In calcium oxide plus 2, for calcium plus 2, for oxygen minus 2, for carbon plus 4, for oxygen minus 2. So this is not redox reaction. This is not redox reaction. All decomposition reactions are not redox reactions, because here there is no change in the oxidation number of calcium, carbon and oxygen. For calcium, reactant side plus 2, even product side also plus 2, for carbon plus 4, for oxygen minus 2, minus 2. So this is not redox reaction. So all decomposition reactions are not redox reactions. Next, displacement reactions. Displacement reactions. See, copper sulfate. These are again two types: metal displacement reactions, non-metal displacement reactions. Displacement reactions are again two types: metal displacement reactions, non-metal displacement reactions. Copper sulfate plus zinc gives rise to copper plus zinc sulfate. When zinc metal is dipped in copper sulfate solution, then zinc can displace copper from copper sulfate solution. When zinc metal is dipped in copper sulfate solution, zinc can displace copper, copper plus zinc sulfate. Here oxidation number of copper plus 2, but here 0. For zinc 0, here plus 2. So 0 to plus 2, oxidation number of zinc increases from 0 to plus 2, increasing of oxidation number is called oxidation. Oxidation number of copper decreases from plus 2 to 0, decreasing of oxidation number is called reduction. This is oxidation, this is reduction. Overall reaction is redox reaction. In that redox reaction, displacement reaction, metal displacement reaction. This is example for metal displacement reaction. Next, non-metal displacement reaction. Sodium plus water gives rise to sodium hydroxide plus hydrogen. Sodium plus water gives rise to sodium hydroxide plus hydrogen. This is metal displacement reaction. This is non-metal displacement reaction. From H2O, this oxygen is displaced. Next, last one, disproportionation reactions. Disproportionation reactions. Redox reactions are several types: combination reactions, decomposition reactions, displacement reactions, disproportionation reactions. Disproportionation reactions means in redox reactions, this is important. In redox reactions, if the same element undergoes both oxidation and reduction, that redox reaction is called disproportionation reaction. In redox reactions, if the same element undergoes both oxidation and reduction, that redox reaction is called disproportionation reaction. Example, H2O2. On decomposition, H2O plus O2 are formed. In this reaction, reactant side oxidation number of hydrogen plus 1, even product side also plus 1. So hydrogen is spectator. Hydrogen is spectator, no change in its oxidation number. Here plus 1, here also plus 1. But for oxygen, here minus 1. We know that in peroxides, oxidation number of oxygen is minus 1. In H2O, minus 2. Here 0. So minus 1 to minus 2 decreases. Minus 1 to minus 2. Oxidation number of oxygen decreases from minus 1 to minus 2. Decreasing of oxidation number is called reduction. Next, minus 1 to 0. Minus 1 to 0 increases. Increasing of oxidation number is called oxidation. So same element, oxygen only undergoes both oxidation and reduction. So this is disproportionation reaction. Even so many reactions are there. Not only that reaction, if we take sodium hydroxide plus chlorine gives rise to sodium chloride plus sodium hypochlorite plus H2O. This is cold dilute sodium hydroxide. When chlorine gas is passed through cold dilute sodium hydroxide, when chlorine gas is passed through cold dilute sodium hydroxide, then sodium chloride, sodium hypochlorite and water are formed. In this reaction, reactant side oxidation number of sodium +1, for oxygen -2, for hydrogen +1, for chlorine 0, Cl2 molecule 0, here +1, -1, NaClO is called sodium hypochlorite. NaClO is called sodium hypochlorite. For sodium +1, for this chlorine also +1, for oxygen -2. For this chlorine -1, but for this chlorine +1, sodium hypochlorite. So here, see, only oxidation number of chlorine changes. In this reaction, only oxidation number of chlorine changes. 0 to +1, 0 to +1, oxidation. 0 to -1, reduction. Remaining all are spectators. Remaining all are spectators. If we take sodium, reactant side +1, even product side also +1, so sodium is spectator. If we take oxygen, reactant side -2, product side also -2, so oxygen also spectator. Hydrogen, reactant side +1, even product side also +1, so hydrogen is also spectator. But for chlorine, reactant side 0, 0 to +1, increasing of oxidation number is called oxidation. 0 to -1, decreasing of oxidation number is called reduction. So in overall reaction, same element undergoes both oxidation and reduction. So this overall reaction is called disproportionation reaction. These are the types of redox reactions. Next I will explain balancing of redox reactions.